Kate Middleton's fury at Prince William's ex-girlfriend unveiled, so grating. Kate Middleton was said to be less than impressed when Prince William's ex-girlfriend maintained close ties to the future king. William and Kate are now the proud parents of Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge met while studying at Scotland's St Andrews University. They were friends for some time before their relationship turned romantic, and fellow student Carole Massey Birch was one of William's love interests before he fell for Kate. But the now Duchess of Cambridge was far from happy, as Carole lived across the road from where she lived with William and other friends in their second year of university. Carole was said to sit in the window knitting, looking out at the property and occasionally catching Kate or William's eye, sometimes waving at the second in line to the throne. This, according to royal author Katie Nicholl, was grating on the future queen consort. Things came to a head when the three of them met up with other friends at a party and took part in a game of Never Have I Ever. In the game, still popular with British university students today, people take turns in stating something they have never done. If someone in the group has done it, they must drink alcohol as a forfeit. Ms. Nicholl writes, when it was Carole's turn to play, she announced, "I've never dated two people in this room," knowing full well that William was the only one who had, because Kate was sitting next to him. William is then said to have shot a thunderous look at his ex-girlfriend before saying, "I can't believe you just said that." The partygoers were said to have been left in shock at the confrontation. A source spoke to Ms. Nicholl while she penned her biography The Making of a Royal Romance. They said, "We knew they were together, but it was the first time William confirmed his and Kate's relationship in public. It was the first of many awkward moments Kate and William endured in the early days of their romance." The couple briefly broke up in 2007 as they had doubts about settling down together. Author and broadcaster Vicky Ward claimed William wanted to sow his wild oats with the move. She writes, "He talked to friends during this time and basically expressed his confusion. On the one hand, he loved Kate and wanted it to work. But he wanted to be sure he'd explored all his options. As he told the source, I think it's a good idea to sow my wild oats." What he discovered was that the other women he was interested in were occupied or not interested in him. Andrew Morton, known for his infamous biography of Princess Diana in 1992, also explored the split in his book William and Catherine. He writes, much to Kate's distress, William ended their relationship. It was a storm that had been brewing a long time, arising from his unwillingness to commit and the feeling his friends noted that he could do better. A close friend of the prince told Mr. Morton, he thought he could do better, but realized very quickly what he had given up. The source continued, William saw pictures of Kate coming out of Bougie's nightclub, or wherever without a care in the world. Quite frankly, he didn't like the idea of another guy enjoying a roll in the hay with his girl. They had an up-and-down relationship at St. Andrews because of his refusal to commit. After the breakup he realized what he really wanted in life. William soon realized the error of his ways and opted to settle down with Kate, meaning she will become queen consort when he ascends the throne. They announced their engagement in November 2010, with Kate showing off the late Diana's engagement ring. The Cambridges wed in a lavish ceremony at Westminster Abbey in 2011, an occasion fondly remembered by royal fans worldwide. George was born just 2 years later, in 2013, Charlotte in 2015 and Louis in 2018. The Cambridge family attracted criticism this week as they were photographed with Prince Edward, his wife Sophie Wessex, and their children Lady Louise Windsor and James, Viscount Severn. It was in breach of the government's coronavirus guidelines, stating that people can meet outdoors in groupings no larger than 6 at a time. Yet, the royals met up as a group of 9 as they walked around the Queen's Sandringham estate. A source responded on behalf of both families saying, the two families were given separate consecutive slots to visit the trail just before it opened to the general public. They arrived, and departed in their own family groups. But in an apparent admission that the royals did break the rule of 6, the source added, as anyone with young children will know, There were moments on the 90-minute walk where it was difficult to keep the two family groups apart, particularly at bottlenecks on the trail.